The story begins in a small and peaceful village sitting on the banks of a wide river. The river is calm and the water shines gently in the sunlight. A little girl named Shang is playing happily on her father's wooden boat. She is laughing and having a wonderful time, enjoying the cool breeze and the sound of the flowing water around her. Then her father arrives at the boat. He looks at her with a warm smile and says, "I'm going out to catch fish today. You must stay out of the water. Do not go in. If you fall in, a big fish will come and catch you." Shang is not afraid at all. She giggles and says boldly, "If a fish catches me, I will put spices on it and eat it myself." Her father laughs at her bravery and then says in a more serious tone, "If you do that, the devil will come and eat you." Shan shakes her head and says with full confidence, "Demons do not exist. They are not real." Her father smiles and decides to play a small trick on her. He picks up his fishing net and suddenly throws it toward her, making a loud noise and a scary face. Shang immediately starts crying. Her father feels bad. He begins doing funny tricks in the water, splashing around and making silly movements. Shang stops crying and starts laughing again. She is very happy and claps her hands, asking her father to do more tricks. But then something terrible happens. Without any warning, a dark shape rises from the deep part of the river. A demon, a terrifying creature living deep under the water, grabs hold of Shang's father. The demon drags him through the river at great speed. Her father screams as loudly as he can. The sound of his screaming travels across the river and reaches the entire village. All the villagers hear it and rush to the riverbank. They are shocked and very frightened. No one knows what to do. The demon has made Shang's father its prey, and now the entire village is filled with fear. Nobody dares to go near the river. The villagers quickly call for a priest, a man who claims to have special powers to deal with evil creatures and demons. The priest arrives with great confidence. He performs a loud ceremony and throws a bomb into the river. There is a big explosion. The water bursts upward. After a few moments, the body of a large manta ray fish floats to the surface. The priest raises his hands and shouts, "I have captured the demon. The evil is destroyed. You are all safe now." The villagers stare at the dead manta ray fish and begin to believe him. They start discussing what should be done with it. Many villagers say that the fish killed a man and must be punished. They all agree and tell the priest to kill it. They offer him gifts and money as a reward for catching the demon. But just before anything can happen, a young man arrives on the scene. His name is Tang. He is a thin, ordinary-looking young man who does not look like any kind of warrior or hero. He looks at the manta ray fish and then looks at the crowd. He raises his voice and says clearly, "You are all making a big mistake. This manta ray fish did not kill anyone. Manta rays are innocent creatures. They do not attack people. They do not kill." The villagers look at him with confusion. One man steps forward and asks, "Who are you? Why are you here?" Tang stands straight and replies, "I am a Buddhist priest. My job is to find demons and catch them. You can call me a demon hunter." The fake priest hears this and becomes very angry. He does not want Tang to ruin things for him. So he begins to speak loudly to the crowd, pointing at Tang and saying, "Do not listen to this man. He is a liar. He is a deceiver who only wants to confuse you." The villagers, who already trusted the priest, start to turn against Tang. They become angry and do not want to hear what Tang has to say. They grab him, beat him, tie him up with ropes, and hang him from a pole. The priest then smiles and says, "The demon is dead. The river is safe. Go and enjoy yourself." The villagers cheer and run toward the river. They jump in and start swimming, laughing and splashing around. Everything seems fine. But Tang, hanging from the pole, has seen something that no one else has. He shouts as loudly as he can, "Get out of the water. The demon is still there. Get out now." But nobody listens to him. Moments later, the demon rises once more from the deep water. It attacks a young girl in the river, dragging her beneath the surface. All the villagers see this and begin screaming. They rush out of the river in panic. A man runs to the fake priest and shouts angrily, "You lied to us. The demon is still alive." The priest tries to stay calm and says, "Stay calm, stay calm. There must be a second demon." But before he can say another word, the demon shoots out its long tongue and grabs the man, pulling him into the water. The fake priest turns white with fear and runs away as fast as his legs can carry him. The demon continues its attack. It grabs the village headman as well, dragging him under. Now everyone is running in all directions, screaming and crying. Tang, still hanging from the pole, keeps shouting, "Stop running, lie down, pretend to be dead. The demon will leave you alone." Some of the villagers listen and lie flat on the ground, keeping completely still. After a short while, there is silence. The demon moves slowly through the river, searching. Then a woman named Zhen, who is the mother of little Shang, calls out desperately for her daughter. Shang, hearing her mother's voice, panics and begins to run. The demon immediately sees movement and attacks the girl. It grabs Shen and begins dragging her toward the river. Jen rushes forward without thinking about her own safety. Several villagers run with her. They grab onto Shen and try to pull her back from the demon's grip. They pull with all their strength, but the demon is far too powerful. It tears Shen away from their hands and pulls her into the river. Tang manages to free himself from the ropes and rushes forward. Jen does not give up. She jumps into the water, screaming, "Give me back my daughter." The demon appears right in front of her. Before she can do anything, it swallows her whole. Then the demon turns toward the wooden bridge nearby. It smashes one of the bridge's large pillars with enormous force. The bridge begins to break apart. Villagers standing on the bridge fall into the river below. A small child tumbles off the bridge, falling toward the water. Tang leaps onto a water-filled wooden swing. He swings across and grabs the child just in time, pulling the child to safety. But the demon is not done. It slams its giant tail into the remaining pillars of the bridge, smashing them one by one. Tang falls. The demon lunges at him, but Tang moves quickly and escapes. The demon crashes into a large wooden block and gets stuck, unable to return to the river easily. Tang sees his opportunity. He tells the fake priest, "I need you to help me right now. We must push the demon to shore." Together, they jump onto the wooden block and try to tilt it so the demon slides to land. But the demon is enormous and incredibly heavy. They cannot move it. The villagers try to help as well, but they also fail. Then a very large, heavy-set woman comes running toward the river. The ground shakes with every step she takes. Without any hesitation, she leaps onto the wooden block with full force. The block tips and the demon slides off onto the ground, crushing the fake priest underneath it. The demon, now out of the water and on dry land, slowly returns to its human form, a normal man lying on the ground. The villagers see the demon in human form and immediately want to attack it. They pick up whatever they can find, sticks, stones, tools, and start moving forward, but Tang steps in front of them and holds out his hands. "Stop. Let me handle this. I am the one who catches demons." The villagers step back. Tang puts down all his belongings on the ground. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a worn old book, a book of nursery rhymes that his master gave him long ago. He opens the book and begins to sing the rhymes softly to the demon. His master told him that these songs have special power, the power to change a demon's heart and turn it good. The demon does not respond well to the singing. It gets angry and launches itself at Tang. Tang stumbles backward, completely unable to defend himself. He is not a fighter. He is about to be seriously hurt. But then out of nowhere, a young woman appears. Her name is Duan, and she moves with great speed and skill. She jumps forward and attacks the demon with powerful, precise strikes. Then she pulls out a piece of cloth, wraps the demon tightly inside it, and ties it off. The demon is now trapped inside the cloth like a puppet, completely helpless. Duan brushes herself off and walks over to Tang. She looks at him curiously and asks, "Are you also a demon hunter?" Tang nods and holds up his nursery rhyme book. "Yes, my master says I have a natural talent for this. I am different from others." Duan looks at the book, then at Tang, and laughs. She then raises her wrist and shows him her magical bracelet, a powerful weapon she uses to fight and capture demons. The villagers immediately surround Duan and thank her with great joy. Tang stands to the side alone. He feels deep sadness. He was supposed to save these people, but he failed. He could not protect even one person. He goes to his master and says quietly, "I failed again, master." His master listens carefully and then explains something important. He tells Tang that the river demon was not always evil. Long ago, the demon was a kind and gentle man. One day, he saw a child near the river and rushed in to save the child from drowning. But the villagers misunderstood. They thought he was trying to hurt the child. So they attacked him, killed him, and threw his body into the river. His soul, full of anger and pain, became a river demon who wanted revenge. Tang absorbs this and asks his master, "Do the nursery rhymes really work? Can they truly turn a demon into a good person?" His master replies with a question, "Why do you ask?" Tang says, "Because I want to help demons become good, not just kill them like everyone else does." His master smiles and says, "Killing a demon is not the greatest achievement. Changing a demon's heart, that is the truly great work. When you fully understand what you are doing, you will understand the true power of those nursery rhymes." He then sends Tang on his way. The story moves to a large restaurant in another part of the land. A young couple arrives at the restaurant and is surprised to find it completely empty. They look around confused. A waiter suddenly appears from the back and welcomes them warmly. He shows them to a table and begins bringing out food. The food is extraordinarily delicious. The couple is amazed. They ask the waiter, "Who cooked all of this? It is incredible." The waiter smiles and says, "Our master chef prepared everything. He is very talented." Then the chef appears. He is handsome and charming. He begins to dance in the restaurant, moving with confidence and grace. The young woman in the couple immediately falls in love with him. She insists on speaking to him, calling out to him again and again, but the chef ignores her completely. When she refuses to stop calling to him, something horrible happens. The chef opens his mouth wide. An ear-splitting, horrifying sound erupts from his throat. The couple are thrown into a state of blind terror. They try to run, but the chef, who is actually the powerful and dangerous pig demon, pulls out his weapon and kills them both. The restaurant and everything inside it was an illusion created by the pig demon and his demon companions to trap and kill humans. The next day, Tang arrives at the same restaurant. Unlike the couple, Tang can see through the illusion. He sees the restaurant for what it truly is, a trap. He sees the demons hiding within the fake setting. He steps inside boldly and announces, "I am a demon hunter. I know what you are. Your game is over." The demons inside become furious and attack Tang all at once. Tang has no real fighting ability, so he is immediately in trouble. But then Duan arrives again. She uses her magical bracelet with incredible speed and skill, striking down the demons one by one. Duan then tells Tang to get close. She tells him that all the evil power of the pig demon is stored in its throat. Tang must reach in and suck the evil out. Tang is disgusted. The demon's face is terrifying and revolting, but he forces himself to do it. He squeezes the demon and draws the evil out through its throat. The pain this causes Tang is immense. Duan quickly removes the evil from Tang's mouth and wraps it tightly in cloth, but the pig demon's evil is so powerful that it rips the cloth apart. The demon breaks free. Duan grabs Tang and they both run to safety. When they stop running, they look back and see the entire restaurant has been destroyed. Duan tells Tang with frustration, "We could have earned a great deal of money if we had captured the pig demon, but he is too powerful. I could not hold him." Tang says, "I do not care about money. I want to capture demons and change them into good people." Duan laughs at this and says, "If you keep trying to do that, it will get you killed." Tang thanks her genuinely for saving his life. Her heart is moved by his honesty and kindness. She feels herself falling in love with him and asks him to kiss her. Tang immediately turns red and runs away. The next day, Tang goes to his master and asks about the pig demon. His master tells him the demon's story. The pig demon was once a real man, very ugly on the outside, but gentle and loving on the inside. He loved his wife completely and gave her everything, but his wife did not love him back. She left him for another man. Before she left, she and her new lover stabbed the pig demon with a dagger and left him to die. The pain of that betrayal and death turned his soul into the monstrous pig demon. Tang feels great sadness hearing this. He tells his master, "This demon is too powerful for me. I cannot capture him alone." His master nods and says, "You are right. You need the help of someone far more powerful than you. There is one being who can teach you the true skill of controlling demons, the Monkey King." Tang's eyes go wide. The Monkey King? But master, that is just a legend. No one has actually seen the Monkey King. His master replies firmly, "He is real. Buddha imprisoned him inside a mountain 500 years ago. You must travel to the Old Valley. There is a temple there with a great Buddha statue. That is where you will find him." Tang sets out immediately on his long journey, but along the way, he falls into a trap laid by a group of rival demon hunters. When he is captured, he is shocked to see that Duan is also there, held prisoner among the group. It turns out that Duan is actually the boss of this group of hunters. She planned this entire trap to get close to Tang because she cannot stop thinking about him. One of the hunters tells Tang and Duan to embrace each other to prove they are husband and wife. Tang refuses, but when they hold a blade to Duan's throat, he reluctantly steps forward. Duan, however, is overacting dramatically, and Tang immediately understands the whole plan. He removes the lock from her wrist and steps back, saying calmly, "You are all working together." Duan is frustrated. She tells Tang, "I had no other way. I love you very much." Tang looks at her with tired but kind eyes and says, "I am just a simple hunter with a mission to complete. I cannot love anyone right now. You should forget about me." He starts to walk away again. There are more misadventures along the way, including a comical sequence with paper dolls that briefly control both Duan and Tang. But eventually, Duan and her companions run straight into the pig demon himself. A desperate chase begins. The demon is faster and stronger than all of them. He smashes their chariot to pieces. Everyone is thrown in all directions. Duan is very badly hurt and lies still on the ground. Tang rushes to her side, believing she might be dead. His heart breaks. He cries and says, "You cannot leave me. You cannot go." Then Duan opens her eyes and smiles. She can see that Tang has finally started to care for her. They hold each other tightly, but there is still no time to rest. 3 powerful and arrogant demon hunters have also appeared. The Tiger Samurai, the fighter known as Almighty Foot, and the skilled swordsman called Prince. Each of these 3 believes they are the greatest hunter alive. They each want to capture the pig demon alone so they can claim all the glory for themselves. Tang tries to talk sense into them. He says, "You are all incredibly skilled, but if you do not work together, the pig demon will defeat you all, especially on the night of the full moon when his power is at its peak." They laugh at Tang, call him a beggar, and walk away. Tang shakes his head and continues his journey. After many days of hard travel, Tang finally arrives at a crumbling old temple high in the hills. He walks inside but sees no great Buddha statue. He washes his tired face in a bowl of water and notices words written inside the bowl. They say, "Find the reflection hidden in the mirror." He stares at the water in the bowl and concentrates. There in the reflection, he sees the half-hidden shape of a great Buddha statue somewhere in the water's image. He follows this clue, crosses steep mountains, and finds a hidden passage covered by flowers. He enters the dark passage. Inside, a wild-looking man rushes at him, moving erratically, seeming completely mad. Tang steps back in alarm and says, "I have come to find the Monkey King." The man stops. He straightens up and says quietly, "I am the Monkey King." The Monkey King tells Tang his story. 500 years ago, he was arrogant, wild, and completely out of control. He disobeyed the laws of Buddha and caused great chaos. As punishment, Buddha sealed him inside this mountain and imprisoned him for 500 years. But the Monkey King says that all those long years gave him time to think and change. "I have realized my mistakes," he says. "I have become a true and righteous person, but Buddha has not freed me." Tang explains why he has come. "I need to learn how to turn the pig demon from evil to good. Can you teach me?" The Monkey King listens and then shows Tang the seal, the powerful mark of Buddha that has kept him imprisoned for all these centuries. He tells Tang, "This seal can bring goodness into the pig demon. If you use it, you can save him." But Tang understands immediately what this means. If the seal is removed from the Monkey King to be used elsewhere, the Monkey King will be free. Tang does not know if that is safe. He refuses to take the seal. The Monkey King becomes angry and tries to remove the seal from himself. The moment he touches it, a powerful shock blasts through him and he is thrown back. He looks at the sky in pain and says to Buddha, "I have spent 500 years here. I have changed completely. Please let me go." Tang then says, "Seriously, you cannot simply claim to have changed. You must prove it. Help me capture the pig demon, a demon who has killed many innocent people. That is how you show that you are truly good." The Monkey King thinks about it and agrees. He tells Tang his plan. The pig demon once loved his wife more than anything in the world. Even now, deep inside, that love still exists. His greatest weakness is her. If someone can trick him into thinking his wife has returned, he will come here and I will capture him. Duan, who has followed Tang all the way to the Monkey King's hiding place, hears the plan. She agrees to help. Their plan begins. She dances in the open to attract the pig demon, pretending to be his lost wife. The pig demon sees her and rushes forward with a roar. He attacks Tang first, but Duan fights back and distracts the demon long enough for the Monkey King to grab him. The Monkey King drags the pig demon into his cave and through the power of the seal, transforms the demon back into a pig. Duan ties the transformed demon into a puppet, just as she did with the river demon. She gives Tang both demon puppets, the river demon and the pig demon, so he can continue the work of turning them good. Then she turns to Tang. She takes her magical bracelet, the most important and powerful thing she owns, and shapes it into a ring. She slides it onto Tang's finger and says softly, "I want to marry you." Tang stares at the ring in shock. He tries to pull it off. It will not move. He tries harder. Still nothing. He looks at Duan and says, "I do not love you. If this ring will not come off, I will cut off my finger." Duan's face falls. The sadness in her eyes is deep. She reaches over and gently removes the ring herself. She takes out the nursery rhyme book, which she had carefully stitched back together after tearing it in anger, and holds it out to Tang. He refuses to take it. Duan walks away without another word. Tang watches her go. He steps out of the cave and sits down slowly. He misses her. He realizes it now, but she is already gone. Then he reaches down and plucks a single lotus flower from the ground. In an instant, all the flowers surrounding it crumble to ash. The seal is broken. The Monkey King is free. He turns to Tang with a wide grin, beats him, and shouts triumphantly, "I am free." Tang stands up slowly and folds his hands. There is no need to celebrate. Buddha is still watching. The Monkey King is enraged by this. He grabs Tang's hair and throws him around. Tang is badly hurt but refuses to stop believing in Buddha. The three arrogant demon hunters, Tiger Samurai, Almighty Foot, and Prince, appear and mock the Monkey King. Tiger Samurai attacks him first. The Monkey King defeats him within moments. Almighty Foot concentrates all his power into his small foot, transforming it into the enormous leg of a giant bull. He crashes it down on the Monkey King. The Monkey King catches the foot and drives a hole through it. Prince draws all his swords and charges. Sword after sword has no effect on the Monkey King's body. Prince combines all his weapons into one enormous blade and delivers a devastating blow. The Monkey King catches it with his staff and the sword shatters. Then the Monkey King releases a sound from deep within himself, a terrifying wave of energy, and burns all 3 hunters to the ground. Then he turns to Tang. Now it is your turn. Just then, Duan comes running back. She attacks the Monkey King with her bracelet. The Monkey King grabs her and breaks her arms and legs. She collapses to the ground. Tang rushes to her side. He holds her and weeps. Duan looks up at him with a small smile and says, "I came back because I love you. Do you not want me?" Tang's voice breaks. He says, "I have been crazy about you since the moment I first saw you. I will always love you." She says, "I cannot stay with you forever. Hold me." Tang wraps his arms around her and puts the bracelet ring back on his finger. Then the Monkey King grabs Duan and hurls her body high into the sky. Tang kneels on the ground, completely broken. The Monkey King stands over Tang and laughs. "I have destroyed the girl you loved. What will your Buddha do for you now?" Tang is shattered, but he does not collapse. He reaches into himself and begins to recite from his nursery rhyme book. As the words leave his mouth, something extraordinary happens. He realizes that when Duan stitched his torn book back together, she accidentally joined the pages in a new order, an order that turned the simple nursery rhymes into the ancient and powerful mantras of Buddha. Tang had been reciting Buddha's sacred words all along without knowing it. Now, as he recites them with full awareness and full grief, golden light erupts from Tang's body. Buddha's power surrounds him completely. The Monkey King tries to attack, but he cannot reach Tang through the light. He attacks again and again, but every blow is blocked. In fury, he attacks the mountain behind Tang and smashes the great stone Buddha statue there. Then slowly, enormously, the real Buddha appears above the earth. His giant hand descends from the sky. The Monkey King sees it and transforms into a mighty gorilla. He pushes upward against the descending hand with all his strength. He fights as hard as he can, but the hand of Buddha is infinite and unstoppable. The Monkey King is pushed down, 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 until at last he is crushed beneath the great palm and sealed once more, this time in a divine realm, not a mountain. When the light fades, the Monkey King appears in human form before Tang. He is calm, he is still, he is at peace. Tang steps forward and takes the bracelet ring, Duan's gift, from his finger. Carefully, gently, he shapes it into a small golden crown and places it on the Monkey King's head. The Monkey King has been truly reformed by the power of Tang's mantras and by the long road of suffering and change. Tang returns to his master one final time. His master looks at him and says, "You have now understood the true purpose of your life." Tang nods and says, "The world is full of suffering. It is not my job to end all of it. My job is to bring change, one heart at a time. And to do that, I need to travel to India and find the 22 books of Holy Scripture written there." His master grows serious. "That journey will be long and very dangerous." Tang replies, "I know." His master nods slowly. "You will not go alone. You will have companions. The 3 demons who brought so much pain and destruction, the Water Demon, the Pig Demon, and the Monkey King, have all been reformed by Tang's actions, his belief, and his love. All 3 have now taken human form. All 3 are changed. All 3 are ready." Together, the 4 of them, Tang and his 3 reformed demon companions, turned toward the south. The long, difficult, and legendary journey to India has begun.